that we are going to see about Meniere's disease today, right? Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We will see what
Yes,
exactly
sir.
Meniere's disease. So in 1861, Prosper Meniere described a syndrome characterized by deafness, tinnitus, episodic vertigo, and he linked this condition to disorder of the inner ear, right? So what are the components of Meniere's syndrome? Deafness, tinnitus, and vertigo, right? If these three conditions, if they occur simultaneously, we assume that patient probably is suffering from Meniere's disease, right? This was described first by Prosper Meniere in 1861, see, so long back. But he could not exactly found out what exactly is the cause. He just related this syndrome complex to the, he thought probably this is something wrong with the inner ear functioning. That's what. He exactly could not pinpoint out what exactly is the problem. So later on, in 1938, that means so recently, see, Halpike and Keynes, they described the underlying pathophysiology of Meniere's disease. And what they found out, there is endolymphatic hydrops, right? But etiology again is a problem. As see, this is ENT is a evolving field. Recently, so many research is going on. People are coming out, finding out the cause, etiopathogenesis, treatment options, everything is changing. So 1938 means not so long. Recently only the people have found out what exactly is the cause. Endolymphatic hydrops means what? Do you know the meaning of word hydrop? Hello?
Collection of fluid.
Uh, Distension. Hydrops is distension, dilatation due to collection of excessive amount of fluid. Endolymphatic means what? It is a dilatation of endolymphatic system, right? So Halpike and Keynes could found out that there is a hydropic distension of endolymphatic system. Hello, Rahul, probably your mic is on, Rahul Kumar. Hello,
आपका नाम क्या? क्या नाम?
Rahul Kumar, probably your mic is on, please mute it. Hello,
अरे उत्ती से कैसे उतना कॉमन सेंस की बात है.
just check out whose mic is on.
आपका नाम क्या है? अच्छा है आप बोल रहे हो. काम पे पूछे.
So you can mute them. Just right click on the name and then you can mute them for everyone.
Yeah, that's what. I'm trying that, but yeah, okay. Okay, fine. So Halpike and Keynes, they found out the underlying pathology as being endolymphatic hydrops, that is dilatation of endolymphatic system due to collection of excessive amount of fluid. But as you know, ENT being a evolving field, many of the conditions we are not able to find out exactly the etiology. Similarly, this is one more condition where we don't know what exactly is the etiology. Now you can see here in this picture, this is all whatever is shown in blue color, that is all a endolymphatic system, right? So these are all three semicircular canals, utricle and saccule, right? So whatever is shown in blue color, that is a endolymph in the endolymphatic system. This is a normal endolymphatic system with a normal diameter. So it is that endolymph is secreted or it is created in the stria vascularis and it is drained through the endolymphatic duct into the endolymphatic sac. So the thing which is shown with the arrow is the endolymphatic sac. In the endolymphatic sac, the excess endolymph is absorbed. This is how the balance is maintained. It is created here in the semicircular canal, endolymph, and it is drained through the endolymphatic duct into the endolymphatic sac. This is how the amount of endolymph is balanced, the production and absorption. Produced here and in the stria vascularis and absorbed here in the endolymphatic sac. Now, because of some or other reason, if there is excessive production here,
So your mic is off. So you're on mute. So you're on mute, sir. Can't hear you.
Hello, sir. You are not audible.
yeah, one sec. Hello. Now,
Yes,
am
sir,
I
you're
audible?
audible now.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
you understand what exactly happens here?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes, sir.
So, there is a distension of all endolymphatic system, right?
Yes, sir.